What's up, beautiful people, to another episode. In this video, I'm gonna show you why planting beans and apparatus just like this is probably the best thing that you can do. Let's go! What's up, beautiful people, and welcome to another episode of Don't Keep Up With the Joneses. 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 Alright, beautiful people, we are out here for another beautiful day of gardening, and I am so thankful that you are here with us today. My name is Ricky Jones Jr., and I'm so excited to garden with you on this here channel. Now, if you are new to the channel, what's up? My name is Ricky. As you'll see, I like to have fun in the garden and things like that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it now. I know you have seen these here planter hanging basket planters and things like this before. I was trying it out on my cucumber trellis, and of course, well, not of course, but I'm, getting really frustrated with how slow the cucumbers are growing. But we did a video to eradicate the ants that have been terrorizing my cucumber plants. So I have high hopes and high wishes for them. But nonetheless, I thought of this idea. And the idea really came about because I was having trouble with my bean growth. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, my beans have been looking great. Like, they are a beautiful, luscious green color. There's another variety of green as well. They are not the same bean peppers. There are bean plants. There are some that are purple. There are some that should be yellow, and there are some that should just be a regular green. But I have all of these luscious plants, but I have no beans to account for, and that is driving me crazy. And even on this side where I have some beans growing, it's not really producing anything other than luscious green plants. So I had to come up with a solution. And also, I'm not all that frustrated and mad with the beans doing what they're doing right here, because I wasn't really growing them for harvest. I was really growing them to put nitrogen in the soil and things like that, so that when I plant my kale and collards and other leafy greens, the soil itself would be full of nitrogen and ready to go. So I'm really not all that mad, but at the same time, it's a little bit frustrating. So this was the option that I came up with, or I had the idea to do, and that is what we're gonna do. So let me show you what you can do to do this too, and talk to you about the benefits of why you will want to do it. You'll never think of it. All right, great people. So what we are gonna do, which I actually haven't said in this setting in a long time, but nonetheless, we're here today. And what I have here is this nice little cocoa core bowl, essentially, that I picked up from the Dollar Tree, I will say. So you can do it too. For $1, you can pick it up. I had this here situation already. I'm sure you can get it off Amazon. If so, I'll put a link below. And so what we also have is some good old cocoa core, and then we have some good old soil, okay? And of course, the benefit of the cocoa core is to keep the soil itself moist and all those good things, so that the beans can always have a water supply so that they can grow, right? Of course, water is necessary for growth, for all things, okay? Not just plants. But nonetheless, we are going to go ahead and just put it in that bad boy. I'm gonna do a nice mixture, and we will be good to grow, or in this case, sow. And so with this mix, I'm gonna just go ahead and put a nice base of soil in there. So it'll be a nice base, more than anything. Having a good base goes a long way. And then from there, I'll just add some cocoa core in there. Obviously, I'm now just mixing it all in there, which is not a problem at all, because at the end of the day, when the seeds germinate, they are going to find what they need within the soil itself, be it soil for nutrients and or cocoa core for moisture. And so I'm gonna give it a nice filling. Might as well fill it to the top. Why not? Why not? And so with that, I am actually not gonna add any fertilizer to this mixture just yet. I'm going to allow what's in there to do what it does, which, as we know in gardening, seeds themselves have everything that they need to germinate within the seed. So God created it perfectly for growth and expansion and for future growth, right? And so thank you for that. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna plant 4 seeds. It's essentially the size of a square foot. And so what I'm gonna do is plant 2 of the yellow beans and 2 of the purple beans, and we'll be good to go. I'm gonna put it in the 4 corners, but you don't want to plant it too deep overall. And we are planted, right? I'm gonna give it a good water, and I'm gonna tell you and talk to you about why you will want to do it this way. Boom! And just like that, we have some beans planted, okay? And so the reason why, and the thought that came about for me planting in this type of apparatus as opposed to a raised bed or a container or a 5-gallon bucket as I have done before, is because with this hanging basket, what the idea is that when it grows, gravity will take over and it will have for the plant to slump over, right? Because of the weight of the beans that will grow in this apparatus as opposed to what it's doing in a raised bed, okay? You have to see it before you see it. But nonetheless, it's going to droop over, which will allow for me to harvest so much more easier because it will be right there at my eyes picking and things like that. And it will be just great for the overall aesthetic of being where it is and doing what it does as far as being a hanging accessory to a trellis, okay? And so any area that you have the ability to hang things from, you should go ahead and give it a try. As you can see, the water has gone through it beautifully, which it is supposed to do it just like that, which obviously I wasn't prepared for, but nonetheless, it has gone through, and it has gone through the whole watering system. So I'm gonna go ahead and hang it up and even show you what I was just talking about in demonstration. All right, great people. So with everything working according to the plan in which I have in my mentals, the idea is that as it grows, the plant will sloop over and the beans will be able to be readily picked for my eating, for my consumption, for my harvesting just that easily, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try. And of course, as you should, go ahead and subscribe, click that bell notification so that you're notified when videos of harvests and updates of this here planting situation does come about, okay? Because I want to keep you aware of things that you could do to make your life easier in the garden that will hopefully allow for you to give it a go, because gardening is for everybody. I say if you could take care of yourself, you could take care of a garden. So with that being said, I love you beautiful people, and check out some of that merch down below if you haven't already done so before. I'm sure you'll find something that you like. Until next time, I love you beautiful people. Happy gardening. Have fun doing what you do in the garden, be it by yourself or with friends. If anything, you can garden with me. Love you. Until next time. Peace.